Hello, and welcome back to English Done Quick on English with me, Charlie. Today, what I want to talk about is living and buying houses in Britain, and to tell you a little bit about what it's like to live in this country and how it can be different from other places. Often, when we think about buying a house, a lot of English people traditionally prefer to have a home, usually 2 stories, with a front and back garden, with a large kitchen, large space for children to play. Buying a house is a difficult process. It's very competitive, and many people are looking for the perfect home which has the perfect south-facing gardens. Nobody wants to be facing north, as that is much often very cold, damp, and especially in a country like this, where we try to treasure as much sunlight as possible. So, an important part of life here is the fact that most people generally don't like to live in apartments. Between the age of 20 to 30, then it's kind of acceptable to live in apartments or to rent apartments. But once people start to get a little bit more established, a little bit older, living in a home is the normal, seeing what most people are doing. And moving away from city life, going out to somewhere that's a little bit more based in the countryside, got more fresh air, places where you feel not quite as hectic or quite as overcrowded as being in a large, dense population centres. Talking about houses, there's quite a few different variations in types of home, starting from terrace houses, which are usually a row of 3, 5, 10, maybe even more homes. I know a lot of people feel like there's a sense of community. You're very close to a large number of people, and you're kind of sharing this kind of social community aspect to them. A little bit larger than that, we will have semi-detached, which are 2 homes which are connected by 1 wall. So you don't get as many people in such a closed area. There's more space. Usually you've got a large garden, a front garden. Therefore will have a driveway. But on terrace houses, there will not be any chance of parking your car on a personal driveway. Your cars will always have to be on the road. But semi-detached gives people a little bit more space. And as I mentioned earlier, these are kind of the areas where a lot of people want to raise their family. You can have a freestanding home, which is a detached, with no other homes connected, but it also gives people much more freedom, much more privacy. I mentioned earlier about apartments, and these are relatively affordable. You will get something like 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 or 4. Most of them, the majority, will be 2 bedrooms or 1. And these are generally quite comfortable. Some of them do come with balconies, and once you reach the age of 30, a lot of people tend to move away from apartments, move away from the cities, and go to more of a countryside rural experience, where they will often commute to work on a daily basis, or, as it is right now, work from home. We do also have other variations on houses. There are bungalows and cottages, 1-story homes, which are usually 1 or 2 bedrooms, and predominantly these are used by more elderly people. Once people don't need to have such a large house, if their children have moved out, then they prefer to have something which is smaller, more manageable and more economical. And of course, as you get older, stairs are not always the most suitable thing. Okay, so that was a brief description about different types of houses. I didn't talk too much about buying homes, but that's going to be in another video. So that's the end of English Done Quick. Please click like and subscribe. And of course, return and press the notification bell to be alerted whenever some other videos drop in the future. Goodbye.